Welcome back to Ada County Clink Chronicles. Today we're going over the 7th of September 2025. Let's get into it. Claude, age 36, booked in at 11:52 p.m. Misdemeanor, driving under the influence excessively. Don't drink and drive. Nicholas, age 26, booked in at 11:29 p.m. Misdemeanor, first offense, trespass, failure to depart. Dude, Nick, just leave, dude. Stop having an attitude. All you gotta do is leave. Gabriel, age 25, booked in at 9:35 p.m., failure to appear. Manuel, age 48, booked in at 9:28 p.m., felony controlled substance, felony evidence destruction, alteration, or concealment, and misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Thank you, Garden City PD. One last drug user on the street. Randall, age 66, booked in at 8:41 p.m., misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Come on, Randall, you know better. Nika, age 33, booked in at 8:32 p.m., felony controlled substance, misdemeanor, pedestrian under the influence of alcohol or drugs. I wonder which one it is. Thank you, Boise City PD, cleaning up the streets. Lisa, age 42, booked in at 6:23 p.m., misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively. What, did you start drinking really early, Lisa? Jeez, do you not have to have... Oh, this is on Sunday. So I guess she's probably not working that day. She looks like she's having a rough time there, so we won't give her too much grief. We'll save it for the next one. Moses, age 38, booked in at 5 p.m. Misdemeanor, accident, failed to notify upon striking fixtures on highway. Yeah, dude, there are cameras everywhere, okay? If you hit anything, you definitely need to do your diligence to make sure it is reported and taken care of instead of just rolling out. Charles, age 75, booked in at 4:30 p.m. Felony, malicious injury to property. What the heck are you doing, Charles? Aren't you too old for throwing a big fit? Heidi, age 56, booked in at 3:27 p.m. Probation violation. Misdemeanor, failure to appear for a misdemeanor. Heidi, you see what happens? You just ignored it. You didn't appear to the judge, and now you got another misdemeanor. Just digging yourself a deeper hole. Callie, age 65, booked in at 3:27 p.m. Felony, controlled substance, and misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Whew, we got some lookers today. Nope, definitely not. Candace, age 56, booked in at 3:15 p.m. Felony, aggravated battery. Jeez. What are you doing, Candace? 56 years old, and you think you can beat the crap out of somebody? Nope, you can't. Well, enjoy your jail time. Javier, age 43, booked in at 2:47 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Greg, age 47, booked in at 2:02 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence, and misdemeanor for domestic battery or assault in the presence of a child. Jeez. Sundays are for drinking, I guess, and driving, so just a bad combination. Ricky, age 54, booked in at 1:36 p.m. Felony, adult, sexually abusive or exploitation of a vulnerable adult. Yikes. Ricky, you're disgusting, dude. Just stay in there, okay? Steven, age 41, booked in at 1:20 p.m. Failure to appear. No violence with that neck tattoo, at least on this out of county warrant. David, age 41, booked in at 1:10 p.m. Felony grand theft, misdemeanor for no contact order violation. David, what are you doing, dude? You're trying to steal stuff, and you're terrible at it because you totally got busted. And then you're also violating a no contact order. You just like to have jail time, right? Is that what you want? 3 hots and a cot. Enjoy your time, dude. Timothy, age 47, booked in at 12:37 p.m. Misdemeanor, resisting or obstructing officers. I don't know. Get some lotion too, man. Tyler, age 33, booked in at 9:56 a.m. Felony, controlled substance, misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Thank you again, Boise City PD. Boom. Cleaning up the streets. Randy, age 57, booked in at 9:01 a.m. Misdemeanor for battery. So no felony, no assault, no aggravated assault, just battery. Still, never a good idea. I mean, this is where you end up. Fernando, age 26, booked in at 3:35 a.m. Misdemeanor. Failed to stop for damage, accident, or leaving the scene of. Fernando, look, I can tell you, I mean, at least it looks like you're feeling pretty sorry, right? Now you know, okay? You were taught this, actually, in the driving school, I would imagine, right? Did you go to driving school, Fernando? I don't know. Either way, this is a big deal. You cannot just roll out. Richard, age 18, booked in at 2:52 a.m. What in the... This guy looks like he's 35. Misdemeanor, driving under the influence, excessive. Yeah, he looks a little tatered. And a misdemeanor for consuming or possessing an open container by the driver. And, of course, he is underage. He'll probably get that charge later on. What are you doing, Richard? I guess he's 18. He's a baby. Looks like a 35-year-old man, though. So weird. Caesar, or Cesar, age 28, booked in at 2:47 a.m. Misdemeanor, driving under the influence excessively. Here we go. All the Sunday drinkers again. Come on, people. Get an Uber. Take a taxi. Ride a bicycle. Walk. Okay, maybe not walk. If you're too drunk, you can get drunk in public. So just pay for a little, get your Uber. In your case, Caesar, maybe your mom or dad's around. Call a friend. I don't know. William, age 70, booked in at 2:18 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Yeah, dude. Come on, William. You got no excuse. 70 years old. You know better. Ashton, age 19, booked in at 2:11 a.m. Misdemeanor for disorderly conduct and misdemeanor for disturbing the peace. You kind of look like you fit the charge, buddy. So just a note to your own self later on down the road. If they're going to pick somebody to blame, it's going to look like your face. Kinsey, age 20, booked in at 1:49 a.m. Misdemeanor, assault or battery upon certain personnel. What are you doing, Kinsey? Just throwing a fit? Just a misdemeanor. Nothing crazy. No assault with a deadly weapon or nothing. But yeah, you can't do this, okay? Maybe that worked at home. Maybe your parents didn't tell you that you're not allowed to do that. But here it is. You're not allowed to do that. McLean, age 33, booked in at 1:35 a.m. Misdemeanor, driving under the influence. Felony, controlled substance. Misdemeanor, controlled substance. Thank you again, Boise City PD. Boom. I really love these druggies that get booked up. It's fantastic. Lizbeth, age 22, booked in at 1:16 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Misdemeanor for driving without privileges. And misdemeanor, of course, for consuming or possessing an open container by the driver. Because, you're an idiot. I don't know. Come on, Elizabeth. 22. Just bring your glass of wine with you. Do you bring in your, that White Claw? I don't know. Good grief. William, age 39, booked in at 1:07 a.m. Felony, unlawful possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Dude, what are you doing? You know better. Felony, strangulation attempted in the presence of a child. They let this guy out too early. Here it is. It just let him out way too early. He did not learn his lesson. He already is a felon. And now he's trying to strangle somebody. In front of a kid. Come on. A misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Just leave him in there, Dominique. Oh, disregard. That's the 6th. And that concludes the 7th of September, 2025. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the subs, and I'll see you next time.